Most people think resistance bands are just for rehab or beginning exercisers. But if you're already in decent shape, can you really get stronger using just resistance bands? I'll be honest, I never really found resistance band exercises to be all that challenging. But I think I've finally found a set that could actually give me a real workout. So today I'm going to put these resistance bands to the test using a full body workout to see if they're actually fit for serious strength training. Now, these are the COOBONS resistance bands, and there are a few unique features that I do like about these. Number one, they come in 6 different resistances from 25 pounds, 35 pounds, 45 pounds, 55, 65, and 75 pounds. And then you can combine them. So whether you're just starting out or whether you're a serious strength trainer, you can get a resistance to match your level of fitness. Now these clips on here, these are metal clips. This D-ring is also a metal D-ring, so it is pretty sturdy. And as you can see, there's some pretty serious resistance on here. They also have a pretty sturdy door anchor, which I'll show you a little bit more about that later. One of the things I really like about this is the ability to do pull down type exercises, which you can't really do that easily even with free weights because gravity is pulling down, and when you're lifting a weight, you can only lift against gravity. So it's really good for lat pull downs, tricep push downs, and exercises like that. So while I have it over top of the door here, we're going to get started with some of those type of exercises. Now, one thing that you will have to do probably is sit down on the ground because obviously these hang down a little bit lower. So I'm going to sit down for first a lat pull down. To do this first, I'm going to face towards the door. And so this is actually a little bit more like a high row. Now you can scoot back, but you'll notice that if you have a lot of resistance on here, as you pull, it's going to kind of pull you a little bit closer. So I like to put my feet on the door frame here and then just kind of lean back till there's a little bit of tension on the band. This is a 65, 75, and 55 pound band, so right around 200 pounds of resistance. And pulling down like this, you'll notice it's nice and sturdy. This works your lats and rhomboids, the muscles between the shoulder blades. So this is actually more of like a high row when you're in this position. You can change grip positions as well. So pull out this way with your hands facing palm down, or neutral grip, or palm up. And each of them works your muscles a little bit differently. Now, you'll also notice that the more you lean back, the more you stretch the band, the harder it becomes. So you can even vary the resistance a little just based on how much tension you place on the bands. Now, to do a true lat pull down, you actually have to have your back towards the door like this. And now we're going to pull down this way and coming down like that. Now you'll notice there's not a lot of tension here. One downside of these bands is you can't adjust where the handles are. So you just have to choke up on the band a little bit until there's a tension at the top of the movement. And then you're just going to pull down towards you like this. And this is actually more like a true lat pull down if you were doing it on a lat pull down machine at the gym. So that was the high row and the lat pull down using resistance bands. Now I'm going to stand up here and we'll do a chest press. This is one thing that I don't find you can do chest exercises extremely great with this, but this is the best option that I've found. Put your arms up in the loops here, and you actually have to kind of lean forwards a little bit like this, so your legs and butt are up against the door and you're leaning forwards. Then press down this way, and that keeps you from sliding backwards. You'll notice if you push forwards, if you have significantly more than your body weight on here, as you push, it actually pushes you a little bit closer to the door rather than pushing the bands away from the door. But if you put your legs and hips up against the door frame, then you can't slide backwards anymore, and you're just having to use the resistance, stretching the bands out like that. So that's the best option that I've found for doing a chest press. Now, obviously, if you're using less than your body weight, you won't have as much of an issue with the sliding factor. And we'll do one more exercise while the bands are up here, and this is a triceps press down. So this is where you're going to straighten down like that to work the muscles in the back of your arm, the triceps. So I'm just going to unclip the 75-pound band here. And so you can adjust the resistance really pretty easily. So now I just have the 55 and the 65 on there. We'll see how this one goes. And again, you have to kind of choke up on the band a little bit, but that actually provides a pretty good amount of resistance just doing it like this. You want to pinch your elbows in towards your sides and then straighten the elbows down like that. Now that's all I have to show you with the strap over top of the doorway here. I'm going to pull that out and change positions and show you how the mechanism works. So it's got a little foam roller here that's attached to the band, and so this lodges in the doorway. Now you'll note you want to have the door pulling closed. You don't want it to accidentally come open, so you wouldn't want to do this on the opposite side. Make sure you're pulling the door closed as you're pulling. It also has a little safety sign here, which is actually a pretty good idea. You don't want someone accidentally opening the door from the other side. So it says, stop, do not open the door, training in progress. So that was just another little neat feature. Now we're going to put this back in here. And this time we're going to put it right about this level. Make sure it's lodged in there. Now from here, if you're not using quite as much resistance, you can do, say, a bench press with the weight at this level. So we'll take these two bands, let it drop down here. And then if you're using less than your body weight, you could put the weight right here and just let it come out like that. Now another option with this out at this level is doing a standing row where you're pulling back this way. But again, if you have a lot more tension on here, if we were to do all three of these together, it's going to kind of slide you towards the door. So I don't want to do this standing, but while we do have the resistance at this level, another good thing you can do here is reverse flies. I'm probably going to take this down a little bit more for this one. This works the back part of your shoulders, the posterior deltoids. And so for this one, you're going to step back significantly and then come back this way. This is a reverse fly. You're squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back and pulling out that way. And to be honest, we'll probably go down just a little bit more on that one. Just loop this through. I could clip the handles, but I'm just going to use the band here. Pull back like that. And that does the posterior deltoids. To see it from a different angle, you squeeze the shoulder blades back and then pull back this way. So now we'll move this down to the floor. These also come with ankle cuffs, and that allows you to do leg exercises. So for the first one, we're going to do a hip abduction. I've got it attached to both legs at the same time, looping through the door anchor. And so this gives you a little bit of a balance challenge, balancing on this leg while doing a hip abduction with this other leg. And it's actually more of a challenge on the leg that you're standing on than the one that you're kicking with. If you do need to hold on to a door or a wall for balance, you can absolutely do that. Then you turn around to do the opposite side, so kicking out that way. Now, another nice thing you can do with these that's difficult to do with traditional resistance bands is leg curls. To do that, you'll lie down on your belly like this. You want to pull out till there's some tension on the band with your legs in a relaxed position, and then pull up this way. This works your hamstrings or the muscles in the back of your thighs. Pull up and down like that. And you should feel a nice workout right back there in the back of your thighs. If you need to adjust the tension, you can crawl forwards a little bit to make it a little bit harder, or slide backwards a little bit to make it a little bit easier. For squats, we'll just use the handles and the resistance bands. And again, you can double or triple up on bands as needed to get the appropriate amount of resistance. Then you'll dangle the cords in front of you and put your feet an equal distance away from center on both sides, so there's an equal amount of cord on each side. Now you'll go down into a squat and bring the handles up to shoulder level. This will ensure that there's tension on the band in the bottom position. Then you stand up, squat back down like that, come back up. So this is essentially just like doing a body weight squat, but you have the added resistance of the bands. Do as many repetitions as you can until you get tired. And then when your legs are sufficiently tired, finish out in the bottom position there, step off the bands, and you're ready to move on to the next exercise. So now we'll go to upper body. For this, I'm going to take a couple of the bands off. For shoulder presses, you'll again put the band underneath your feet. There's an equal distance on either side, and then bring the band up to shoulder level. Now note, you may have to use a little lighter resistance on this because we're really going to push the band up to its fullest stretch position. So there's a lot of tension on the band at this top position. And then come back down to shoulder level, push up as far as you can go, and come back down, push up, and come back down. Now I will note it's a little bit uncomfortable having the cloth straps run across the back of your shoulders, but if you keep your elbows a little bit more forwards, that minimizes how much it rubs on your arms. So press up like that, and that's the shoulder press. Now we'll bring this down to the sides. Next we'll move to a biceps curl, and for this we're going to spread the feet a little wider. So you'll note the bands are a little bit shorter here, but we're not stretching it to its fullest extent. So you can probably use somewhat similar of a resistance with this exercise as you could with the shoulder press. And then when your arms get tired, take a rest and move on to the next exercise. Next we'll move to lateral raises and front raises. For these you'll probably need a little bit lighter of a resistance because you're going to be lifting up higher and stretching the bands to a greater extent. So I'll change that over now. Lateral raises work the outside of your shoulder or the lateral deltoid. For these, you'll stand over top of the band and raise out to your sides. We're going to go about up to shoulder level, but note if you do have shoulder problems or rotator cuff problems, only go up as high as you can comfortably. With these, I would tend to go a little bit higher on the repetitions, probably in the 10 to 15 range. Do as many as you can until you get tired. And then the next exercise we'll work the front deltoid or anterior deltoid. To do this, you'll stand in the same position, but just raise up to the front. Again, about to shoulder level or as high as you can comfortably. And again, we'll try to do 10 to 15 repetitions in this direction. So that was the resistance band workout. Now, was it difficult? I probably wouldn't give up free weights for it, but it was somewhat challenging. And if I was traveling, I would easily throw these in a suitcase and be able to get a fairly good workout on the road. Now, these COOBONS resistance bands do actually come with a travel bag, as well as a workout poster and a massage ball. Now, I would show you how to use that, but that would make this video entirely too long. But I have made another video that shows you how to release tight muscles from head to foot using a massage ball and a few other inexpensive tools. You can check that one out right over here. But before you go, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you get notified of my future tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.